Welcome back to another typical PNW guy YouTube video. Today we are going to be talking more about the A1 or carry handle receiver options for optics. Now, most people don't understand that you can actually mount optics onto the carry handle. And with that said, there is a couple different options. And what you see is two of the three types of mounts. Granted, there is lots and lots of variations of this one. Only one variation of this one, but then there's a third one which I don't have, which I may not be getting in the future. But first off, huge shout out to Brownells. That's how I got to this receiver, and how I get most of my stuff is they're very gracious enough to either discount it so that it makes it easier to buy, or they send it out for free. So massive shout out to them as always. Also, they are partnering with GOA right now. So if you make a purchase, you'll see like a little roundup thing to go towards the GOA initiatives. Now, when you look at the A1 or A2, you will see obviously that it's got that channel in it, but then I always thought at the very beginning that that hole right here is for drainage, you know, when you're out in the rain or whatever. That's kind of true, but not fully. So if you look, you have the screw right there, and you got a screw right there, and this one has a tensioning piece. Excuse me, I am struggling. Now, I kind of mounted an optic mount on top of this one. This one, yeah, that's not an aim point. I'm gonna just tell everyone right now, don't flame me. That's how I bought it. So I got this on the good old eBay for like 20 bucks, just like this. So, you know, that's a very quality dot if it was all 20 bucks. Anyways, so this one is called a gooseneck mount, and you can kind of understand why it's called a gooseneck when you see that curvature. So this one is pretty cool. It's kind of the OG, and if you give me a second, I will mount it. All right, now that that is all mounted up, you can kind of see what it does. So it locks it in there, it sets it on that rail, and then you can see down, you can kind of co-witness a little bit. But you have these cool little tabs right there that kind of lock on so it doesn't sway side to side, and then it usually sits, depending on your hand guard, it usually sits just above it, so it's kind of floating. So that is a gooseneck mount. It kind of keeps the optic up higher. Now, depending on where the dot is on some of the receivers, whether they're in spec, non-spec, you know, where the manufacturer wants them, sometimes they're slightly forward. This can sit a little lower because you can kind of see that gap right there, and it touches. Some it'll sit completely down, some it won't. It'll kind of shoot up, so you got to kind of have your dot pointed down. But, you know, that's the glorious part of everyone trying to make their own thing. Now, let's do the other one. All right, now we have this one. Now, this one is just literally what it is for the name, and carry handle rail optic mount. This allows you to, again, you can put like an RMR. This is a QRP, I think is what it's called. Aim point mount, so you can take that middle section out, make it a little lower. But it is what it is, and you just tighten it down until you can't. You don't need a reef on it, and then this puts tension on it. But you kind of see this cool little angle right here on the mount, so you can't mount it backwards. Otherwise, it kind of doesn't fit. Now, this one, and like a lot of other ones, it's kind of hollow in the middle. Now, some have like a U-shaped channel, so there is no top piece connecting the rail. This one has a hole there, hole there so you can tie your optic on, because that's a good military thing. Now this optic mount is very old. It's kind of more of the Vietnam, or not Vietnam, the GWAT era. So, you know, they did tie their stuff down then, but this allows you to kind of, whatever you would mount on your AR normally, as long as you got a lower dot mount to put onto this, you are good to go. Otherwise, you're going to start having hide over stuff. Now, the other one, which I don't have, is it is a direct mount. So like a aim point T1, T2, you pull the mount off, you put the other mount on, so it'll go up, and then it direct bolts into the optic. So there is not one of these, it's just kind of all one piece. You can Google it. Just type in T1, T2 carry handle mount, and they have them for more than just those, but it's kind of the easiest one to find, to be honest with you, even though they're not really common anymore. But that is the two types of mounts that I have. I honestly plan on running this one. Not sure if I can find like a stupid cheap Strike Fire 2. It uses the aim point mount, or I might grab a PRO from Brownells because I absolutely love those and it kind of matches the vibe. But that is that. I just wanted to let you guys know. And handguard just got delivered. A couple other parts are getting delivered probably Monday, Tuesday. So in a handful of days. And this build will literally commence because I'm literally waiting on bolt carrier group, charging handle, dust cover. Let's see. I think that's actually it. Besides the handguard, I already got the barrel. I already got everything else. So smash that like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments, do you guys have any carry handle stuff? And if so, what do you guys use them for? And as always, guys, peace, and I'll see you next time.